You're probably thinking to yourself, how did I end up out here with this bunch of losers, right? Well, I'll tell you how. 'Cause you're a thief, Mike. You wouldn't be here if you weren't, right?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Nate,
I'm John.
and we are back from the vault. We're here to talk about Red Rock West. It's a 1990s neo-noir starring Nicolas Cage. It stars Dennis Hopper, Laura Flynn Boyle. Really, really good movie, in my opinion. I loved it personally. This is my second time seeing it. I'd seen it when I purchased the Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome. It's just such a good movie. Nicolas Cage is essentially like a drifter, and he's going from like he goes to a different town for a job, and he actually doesn't get the job, and he kind of gets roped up into this like hired hitman contract killer kind of scheme, and the movie's pretty much just that. It's him trying to escape this basically the actual contract killer who was assigned to the job.
He ends up going to the woman and telling her that he's been hired to kill her, and she offers to double the money on a hit for his husband. And he keeps trying to get away from Red Rock. That's his goal the whole movie. He just wants to leave, and no matter what he does, he just can't seem to get out.
Yeah, things just keep pulling him back, for sure. One thing that I noticed, usually Nicolas Cage, and we're doing this series now on the many faces of Nicolas Cage. We're going to explore a lot of his different movies and stuff. And one thing that I've noticed with the movies that I have seen with Nicolas Cage, he's always the star of the show. Like, he has to be the star of the show. Yes. He just whatever movie's in, he grabs it and he runs with it. This movie, he kind of takes a back seat and lets what's his name, Dennis Hopper. He's just such a cool character in this role, one that's like doing all the crazy stuff. That's not to discredit Nicolas Cage at all. I mean, he's the cool badass in this movie who's like throwing out all the one-liners. And
we can find it, Michael. We can be together. We can go to Mexico.
Fuck Mexico!
And this is a movie that I had never heard of. Prior to this release, I didn't know anything about this movie.
I had never. Nicolas Cage is. I will tell you all this, that Nicolas Cage is my favorite actor, bar none. And I had never heard of this movie. So this is a pretty. I don't know how, but it's got to be an out there movie.
Yeah,
but it was incredible.
I feel like they locked this movie away in a vault somewhere, because when it came out, it was like apparently a massive flop, but it gained success in small theater markets. So like that's what helped keep the movie alive. Was like it's very much a cult film. I mean, everybody talks about like cult cinema. This is definitely a cult film. It definitely gained a fan base outside of the initial release. So I really like this movie. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I definitely think I hate to just throw another 4 out of 5 after we just came off of one, but I definitely think this movie for me is a 4 out of 5. It's a little melodramatic and slow at times. There's some stuff that I thought was a little silly, but I mean, you get Nicolas Cage in a neo-noir, especially a Southern neo-noir at that.
Yeah, anytime Nicolas Cage plays a Southern character, it really just brings a smile to my face, because he's not the best at a Southern accent, but
right.
He gives it his all every single time. And
for sure.
To just bring a little side piece in, I mean, one of my favorite performances from Nicolas Cage is in Con Air. I mean, where he's from Alabama, and it is just hilarious to hear him over pronounce every single like consonant and just or vowel and all of it, and just I love it so much.
Yeah, Con Air is great. I don't know. I just really like him in this role. I really like his character. I just think that I think this movie is really good. What do you think? What would you rate this movie?
I think I would have to give it. I think I would have to agree with your 4. For a bit I was thinking about an hour into the movie. I thought I was going to be settled on 3.5, but the end of the movie, how it all wrapped up, and seeing him stick true to his guns even till the very end, it did bring it to a 4. I do have to agree.
Yeah, I think that ending sequence when he's like, "You want your money? Go and get it." Like,
Go get it.
it's so good. It's so good.
I mean, to the very last, like because all this was, even though he's stuck to his guns, and he's been this almost bastion of hope in this, like, where you turn and see everybody's corrupt and like everybody's got all these bad things.
Yeah.
And then, but even then, even though that's the case, what brought him to Red Rock in the first place was money.
Yeah.
When he was looking for a job, he needed money. And so just to see him turn down such a large sum, even though that's what brought him here in the first place, was a really, really good way to cap it off.
Yeah, absolutely.
When it's revealed that, I mean, I don't want to get too spoilery, but there's a bunch of reveals in this movie. There's a bunch of taking back the curtain, and because I thought it was over. I thought that they had, but when they turned out to be, I won't say too much, but not even who they were. Like, some of the characters were not who they said they were going to be, and it just that really, really threw me for a loop.
It follows, like, it's strange to me. It feels like it has a lot of story beats of like a Western. I mean, I hate to say, like, it's hard to, but it's like, for me, it's like a Western, but then it's also like a 40s or 50s noir. Like, it, like, I don't know how, but they made something that is, it breaks through a couple different genres, in my opinion, for sure.
And another thing, something that I cannot believe I didn't think of this till now, but the music. I mean, just the use of the music throughout the movie to really help transition between scenes and give emotion. I mean, I think this has one of the best soundtracks of any. It had an incredible soundtrack.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
It had a phenomenal soundtrack.
Absolutely. The final song, I can't think of the name of the song, but the song that plays at the credits at the end. Very popular song. Just can't think of it off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, the credits roll, and I'm vibing. Honestly. So yeah, Red Rock West, loved it. Again, 4 out of 5 for me. I want to bring spotlight to this collector's edition that they released. So I don't know if I'd shown you this, John. I don't know if you've even seen this, but
wow.
It's So it has a J card that I take off, but it's like this hard box set, and then take it out, and it's a book. So it's a hardcover book with stuff about the movie on the inside. There's plenty of little essays, and there's some photos. Little photos. It's hard to show here, but yeah, it's just a bunch of pictures and essays and things. But yeah, it's a very nice release, and it's something I highly recommend for anyone that buys this sort of thing. I think it's still available. It should be.
I just can't wait to see how well this movie stacks up to other Nicolas Cage movies, even though Nicolas Cage has done so much. It's going to be hard to compare some of these movies because they're just some of these are gonna be so different. It's just
Right.
it's gonna be fun.
And this is 90s Cage, so this is like very early. Like he's not like you know, it's not like something he put out today. It's not like a Long Legs. So it'd be very hard to compare something like this to Long Legs, but I mean that's something I would love for us to do. We gotta get a tier list together. I haven't got it together yet. I think maybe the next episode or the next one of the next episodes, we'll get that together and then we'll go back and add this one in. So to sum it up, great movie, great neo-noir. Everyone in the film does incredible. You get a very coked out, what is his name? I just said it.
Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper, yeah, you get a very coked out Dennis Hopper going crazy. In my opinion, stole the show. I don't know if you agree, but
yeah, it was incredible that
yeah,
the
it's
second
wild.
final sequence where they're just fighting it out and going crazy, and he had so many good lines. Nicolas Cage had so many good one-liners, but Dennis Hopper had good ones as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's our review. If you guys can you please like and subscribe the video? Like the video, subscribe to our channel. It helps support us. It helps us keep growing this channel.